In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the ALLPOWERS S1500 Solar Generator. Now this includes the 1500 watt power station and its 200 watt solar panel. Let's get these boxes open and see what's inside. This video is being sponsored by ALLPOWERS, however all comments and opinions are my own. So the first thing we see is a bag of goodies. Inside is a power brick and the power cord in a nice little bag. That's very good. Then we have some instructions, and then removing the foam we get to the power station. Oh, with a lift up handle, look at that, that's good. In the solar panel box you obviously get the solar panel, and on the back you get this huge pocket. Let's see what's in here. Right, okay, so you get many connectors, including the ability to actually connect it to a battery, like a leisure battery or something. That can be very handy, I think. Charging your leisure battery or your car battery from the solar panel. Fantastic. This must be the cable to connect the solar panel to the power station. Then you get this cable where you can connect these various other connectors to it. This allows you to charge many other devices. Of course, it really depends on the device itself. Very useful indeed, I think. And then finally, you get a set of instructions in 4 languages, including English. Right. Let's take a look, shall we? The first thing I've noticed is this handle. It's very solid, very rugged, and it just neatly tucks away, creating the perfect box, which of course means the perfect place for storing other things around it when it's not being used. On the front here you have 4 AC sockets. You also have 2 LED lights, the power button, the on-off for DC, the on-off for AC, the display, and these orange buttons are to turn on and off the LED lights. On the right hand side you have a couple of vents. You have the 12 volt or even 24 volt car accessory port, and this is also where the input ports are. On the left hand side you have a few other vents, and here you have 2 12 volt DC sockets. You also get 3 5 volt USB-A ports and a 100 watt USB-C port. On the back is nothing at all. So when I turned it on, it was actually reading 0%. So I've had to charge the power station, and as you can see it's currently at 3%, and around 300 watts are coming in from the AC power brick. This number here, this is the amount of power in time that is left in the batteries of the power station. So we've got about 14 hours of power inside the battery. Let's talk about the 5 ways that you can actually charge the power station. So obviously you have AC, which will charge it in about 3 to 4 hours. Then you can charge it via the USB-C, which is about 9 to 10 hours, or you could do a combination of both, AC and the USB-C, which will charge from 0 to 100% in about 2 to 3 hours. There's also solar, of course, and the 12 volt car accessory port that you can plug in from your car. The power station has a 1500 watt pure sine inverter with a peak power of 3000 watts. It also has a 1092 watt hour capacity. Now it's charged a little bit, let's turn it on. As you can see, the battery is 46% charged, and there's nothing plugged into it at the moment, but we have 201 hours of charge. You can see from this number here how many watts going in and how many watts are going out. So let's try a few things. Let us turn on the DC. I've got my camera plugged in. and my camera is now taking 7 watts of power, and it can charge it for 44 hours. Now let's turn the light on, see what that does. That's now dropped down to 40 hours. I'll turn the other one on. It's very bright. Now we're down to 33 hours and 30 minutes. Right, next we're going to check out the 200 watt solar panel that comes with it. Just relaxing, testing out the solar panel, you know. Actually, it's bringing in about 35 watts at the moment. It is totally overcast. There is some sun coming through. However, in about half an hour, we're going to have thunderstorms. So, not the ideal weather for charging your power station. And as you would have seen, it's a very simple solar panel to set up. So the price, it costs £1,600. Don't forget, that's both of these as a kit. But I'll leave a discount code in the video description so you can get 20% off. So use that if you fancy getting yourself one. Now, what do I think about it? I think it's a good piece of kit. It's one of the lower priced power stations, and of course you get the solar panel as well. When I was charging it via the AC, I thought the fans, when they kicked in, they were a little bit noisy. I think the ports being on 3 sides of the power station kind of seem to be all spread out. I'd rather them all in one area, one side, if you see what I mean. The handle I love. I've just lugged it from my car, and it's quite heavy carrying the chair, the solar panel, and the device itself. But yeah, it was quite comfortable carrying it, even though it was quite heavy there. It's not the best looking power stations out there. The buttons do look a bit clunky, and there's lots of grey, black, and little flashes of orange. It's got 2 bright LED lights, which can be very useful. Say, for instance, if you're out at night when you're maybe doing a bit of night fishing or something, so that would be very useful to have the lights. For the amount of watt hours you get and the amount of battery capacity you get, and all the options with all the ports and charging options, I think this is a really good piece of kit. So if you fancy yourself one, then head on over to the ALLPOWERS website. I'll leave a link in the video description and you can get yourself one. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.